Hello, my lovely viewers. Welcome again to Mathematics and I. It is your favorite presenter, Jeff Nino. And today we are solving a question under angles of elevation. Okay, and the question says, from 2 points on opposite sides of a pole, 33-meter high, the angles of elevation of the top of the pole are 53 degrees and 67 degrees. Now, if the 2 points and the base of the poles are on the same horizontal level, calculate correct with 3 significant figures the distance between the 2 points. Okay, now here we were told that the question we are about to solve is an angle of elevation question. Then we were told that on opposite sides of a pole, which was 33 meters long, which is the height, the angles of elevation were 53 degrees and 67 degrees respectively. Now let's see this. Now if we have a pole like this, and then on each side of the pole, we were told that the angles of elevations were 53 degrees and 67 degrees respectively. But don't forget that we were also told that the height of the pole is 33 meters. Okay, now what are we told to calculate? We are told to calculate, okay, the distance between the points. Now let us say this is point A, point B, point C, and point D. Now, point AD, or line AD actually, is the length of the pole, which is the height of the pole, 33 meters. Now, point B is the angle of elevation, 53 degrees, and point C is the angle of elevation, 67 degrees. Now, we are told to calculate the distance, okay, between the points, between this point and this point, between the points of angles of elevation. So, therefore, we are told to find line BD and line DC. So when we add it together, we're going to get line BC, which is the total distance between the points. All right, now how do we solve problems like this? So let us assume that line BD is X meters and line DC is Y meters. So it simply means that if we are able to get the value of X and we are able to get the value of Y, it means we have solved for the answer by the time we sum the answers together. All right, let's begin. Now, let us make this math easier. Angle 90, and this is angle 90, by splitting this triangle into 2 right angle triangles. Now, first, let us solve with ADB. All right. Now, if we do that, we're going to have this. Okay, we have A, and then we have D, and then we have B. All right. And then we were told that the angle of elevation here is 53 degrees, and then we have our angle 90. And then we were told that the height is 33 meters. Mind you, the height is common to both right angle triangle ADB and also right angle triangle ADC. It's common to both of them. So now, remember we said here is X meters. Now the question is, how can I solve for X meters? Now, you will notice that in this triangle, or in this right angle triangle, nothing was written on line AB, which is the hypotenuse. So it means we are going to use the trig ratio that does not have hypotenuse, and that is TOA, which is tan. So if we are using TOA, which is TOA, which means tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent, it means this is what we're going to do. Now tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. All right. Now, what is theta? Theta is the angle of elevation, which is 53 degrees. So here we have tan 53 degrees is equal to, and the opposite now is the height, which is 33, over the adjacent now is X. Now what do? Cross multiply. Base tan 53 over 1, and then you cross multiply. Again, X multiplied by tan 53 gives us X tan 53. And then 33 multiplied by 1 gives us 33. So without wasting time, for us to get X, we have to divide both sides by tan 53, so that X becomes the subject of the formula. Over tan 53 over tan 53. Of course, when tan 53 degree cancels out tan 53 degree, what I have now is x. Okay, now 33 degrees divided by tan 53 degrees will give us 24.867, 24.867, which is approximately also 24.87, so 2 decimal what places. Okay, now we've gotten the value of x as 24.87. And next, what are we going to look for? The value of y. So remember the value of, or remember y is at line DC, which is at the other right angle triangle. So if we should bring out the other right angle triangle now to make it much more easier. Now this is our angle 90, and the angle of elevation here is 67 degrees. All right. Now again, our base here is y, and our height is also 33 meters. So what are we also using to solve for y? Again, you will notice that, okay, this is line point A, point D, and point C. You will notice that line AC, which is the hypotenuse, also have nothing on it. So it means we are also using 12, which does not carry the hypotenuse. So when we do this, we're going to have this. Tan theta, again, is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now our theta now is 67 degrees. So here becomes tan 67 degrees is equal to, and the opposite now, because our angle is here, the opposite becomes line AD, which is 33 also. So here becomes 33 over our adjacent now is y. Again, cross multiply by basing tan 67 over 1. Now y multiplied by tan 67 gives us y tan 67 degrees. Now again, 33 multiplied by 1 gives us 33. So for us to also get y as the subject of the formula, we need to divide both sides by tan 67. All right. So when we do that, tan 67 degree cancels out tan 67 degree, and then we have y is equal to, now what we're going to do now is we are going to divide 33 by tan 67, and that will give us 14.007, which also means 14.01. So 2 decimal places. Okay, now that we've gotten the value of x and we've gotten the value of y, therefore the total distance becomes x plus y, which means x was 24.87 plus 14.01, which gives us 8.83. But don't forget, we were told to calculate 3 significant figures. If we want to calculate 3 significant figures, our answer becomes 38.9. Because after 8, the number after 8 is greater than 5. So we take it as 1, and then we add it to 8, and so it becomes 3 significant figures. So our answer to this question is 38.9 as the total distance between the points. So class, this is how you can solve a problem that have to do like this, and how you can apply the trig ratios, either so, either and either so. So class, we've come to the end of today's teaching, and I hope you've learned something new. If this is the first time joining us, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also help us share our videos. So we'll meet again in our next class. Keep on watching Mathematics and I, and bye for now.